Replacement theory, you can't be replaced. Let me tell you something. A number of years ago, when I was going through my divorce, I thought I could be replaced too. And I'll never forget, I was talking about it from the stage. You know, when you go through something like that, you think someone can replace you. Almost like people thinking that others can replace them in this world. It doesn't happen unless you let it. See, I thought I could be replaced. I'll never forget, I was talking about it in Oklahoma City. And I was on stage giving a speech discussing what was going on in my life. It wasn't good at the time. But the main thing that was in my brain was I could be replaced. That someone else was going to marry my ex-wife. Someone was going to be replacing me as my kid's father. And it drove me insane. And I talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. And then I must have talked about it in Oklahoma City. And I'll never forget, an older gentleman came walking up to me. I don't know who he was, but he gave me the golden advice. And he said, the only way that you can be replaced is if you let it happen. I made a decision at that moment I was never going to let it happen. I made sure my children were at the time were only 1 and 5 years old. I called them every single day without missing a day. Whether they got the message or not, I called every single day. I put that time, that effort in. Years later, my daughter and I wrote a book together, Jamie's Journey Travels with My Dad. And we were on the Today Show. And I'll never forget my daughter saying, my dad moved away when we were very young. But the one thing he did was he made sure to call us every single day. And this was her way of showing me how she cared about me and she was putting the time in. See, the only way you could be replaced is if you let it happen. If you let people get involved and you're not involved, you could be replaced. So it's your job to be that solutions-oriented leader. It's your job to make the effort. It's your job to get involved. And when you do, you will never be replaced. Because the replacement theory, it's not going to happen to you because you are unique, you are different, you are an individual who can never be replaced on this planet. There is no one like you. There will never be another one like you in the world. This is Dr. Rick Goodman, the leadership expert, the author of The Solutions-Oriented Leader, saying replacement theory, no way. You're not going to be replaced as I wasn't replaced either. So go out there, make it happen, get involved, take charge, and you'll never be replaced.